Under a Scottish moon, Sam Heughan's Last Supper. Sam woke to dawn over the Cairngorms, the chill of the morning dew clinging to the leaves and the lake. He had sent out invitations to about a dozen friends, old colleagues, fellow actors, stagehands, technicians, and a few childhood friends from New Galloway. The invitation was simple: come to the lakeside villa to join me in saying goodbye to the stage, raising a glass to what has passed and to what is to come. As the guests slowly arrived, Sam was dressed in a thick grey sweater, casual but still with the air of someone who had stood in the spotlight every night, and a pair of minimalist jeans. He opened the door to the villa, smiling at everyone. Soft music played from the small sound system in the living room, some Scottish folk music, some jazz, all to create a warm and friendly atmosphere. Guests brought Scotch whiskey, some snacks, cheese, rye bread, olives, and roasted almonds. Sam led everyone out to the garden, where a long wooden table had been set amid chandeliers and scented candles. A gentle breeze blew in from the lake, carrying the scent of pine and the cool water. "I want tonight to be an ending, but also a beginning," he said, "stage memories and farewells." Once everyone was seated around the table, Sam stood up, holding a glass of whiskey. "When I think back," he said slowly, his eyes shining with emotion, from auditions, when I didn't know where I was going, to playing Jamie Fraser in Outlander and then so many other roles. I've experienced theatre, film, great people, but tonight, we're here for something else, to say goodbye to the spotlight. He lists the names of his friends around him: Richard, Sophie, Graham, Michaela, and so many others. Each of them has been a part of this journey. One friend is old, a director who worked with Sam on a small play in Edinburgh. Another is a lighting designer who has been with Sam since the early days. They exchange affectionate glances, hugs, a few secret tears. Sam continues, "I'm not leaving the profession completely, but the big lights, the opening ceremonies, the applause. I want to put it aside to find myself again. I want to travel, write a book, slow down, and tonight, I'm giving it to you." He raises his glass, everyone clinks their glasses and takes a deep breath. The sound of clinking glasses echoes in the quiet night air, music, games and conversation. After Sam's speech, the music turns up louder. One of the guests, a folk guitarist, sang softly, an old Scottish song, about a soldier's journey home. Everyone sang along softly, the candlelight flickered, the lake reflected the starry sky. Then came the stage memories game. Sam prepared a small box, in which each person wrote a memorable memory of working with Sam, a comedy moment, a dramatic scene, a backstage fall. The box was passed around, each person pulled out and read aloud. When someone read, "Filming the snow scene in the Highlands tonight, I've never seen Sam so cold in real life," the group burst into laughter. Sam blushed but laughed out loud. The atmosphere became more intimate. A friend put his hand on Sam's shoulder and said, "You made us believe in the magic of acting." Sam replied, "And you made me believe in friendship, and finally, that the stage isn't the only place to shine." Stepping out of the light and looking into the future, in a corner of the garden, Sam led a few people to the lake, where a small boat was anchored near the wooden dock. The soft yellow light shone on the lake's surface, a few low-hanging lamps swayed gently in the wind. Sam said, "I want you to join me in a small ceremony." He took a small wooden box from his pocket. Inside was an antique copper-colored oil lamp, and a handwritten letter he had prepared. Sam opened the letter and read aloud, "When the light goes out, I will take with me the steps on the stage, the scenes in the movie, the applause and the congratulations. But I will not take with me the pressure, I will not take with me the need to always be famous. I will take with me friendship, I will take with me another dream, the key to a new journey." Let tonight stand as the end of a chapter, and tomorrow we will write the next chapter. After reading, Sam lit the oil lamp, released the small boat onto the lake and said, "This boat will drift out, carrying the light of tonight. Just like I will drift out of the lamplight of my career to find a new light." Everyone stood still in that moment. The wind was still, the lake was quiet, the lamplight flickered gently like a wish. Promises and open endings. Back at the table, Sam served everyone dessert, warm apple pie, vanilla ice cream, and a light, sweet whiskey. "I don't know what tomorrow will bring," he said, "but I know I'll need you. I'll be here, not in the spotlight, but among you, as a friend." A female friend, a fellow actress, said, "Then let's raise a glass to you, Sam, not Sam the actor, but Sam the friend." The party continued with laughter, music, and a few dances under the chandeliers. Some people told behind-the-scenes jokes, some shared their feelings about watching Sam perform, and Sam listened, smiling, knowing that this was the most precious part. As the clock approached midnight, Sam stood up again. "Tonight could have been sad, but for me, it was a celebration of the past, but also a thanksgiving and a hello to the future." And sir, as the lights dimmed, everyone left under the starry Scottish sky. Sam stood on the doorstep, watching his friends disappear behind the pines, listening to the murmur of the lake. He took a deep breath, feeling relieved. Lying on the bed in the villa, thinking, when he was alone, Sam went upstairs to sleep. The room had a large window overlooking the lake and pines. He sat by the window, his whiskey half full, the moonlight and the slight chill mixed with the warmth from the living room. He remembered each role, the feeling of standing under the spotlight, the applause, the background lighting, the tiring but passionate scenes. He remembered the cold filming trips, the long night shoots, but also the steps out, surrounded by friends like tonight. He thought about the future, writing books, going on road trips, exploring Scotland, making time for the little things that acting often doesn't allow. He thought about being less famous, less known, just being a person. He whispered to himself, "Sam, be yourself." Tomorrow and new hope. The next morning, Sam woke up at dawn. The lake was quiet, only a thin mist drifting on the surface. He went down to the lawn, walking alone, the cold seeping through his sweater. He looked back at the table from last night's party. It was tidy, just a few cups, a few pieces of cake. He smiled. He took a few small pictures with his phone, not to post on social media, but to capture the moment. He went back into the house, opened his laptop and began drafting ideas for a new book, about the journey, about Scotland, about light and darkness, about friendship and change. He knew there would be days when it would be difficult. The hidden time could make people forget, but he was ready. Because he didn't need the light anymore, he just needed to be real.